What if I told you that the greatest treasure in an ancient African kingdom wasn't gold, but a handful of seeds? Long ago, before modern cities and kingdoms were marked on maps, there lived a wise ruler named King Kofi. He was respected across the land, not because he possessed the most gold, but because he ruled with wisdom and justice. Every morning, the people gathered beneath a giant baobab tree, where the king listened to their problems, settled disputes, and made fair decisions. One day, an elderly woman stepped forward, carrying a small clay pot. She looked at the king and declared, "Your Majesty, I have brought you the greatest treasure in the kingdom." The royal chiefs burst into laughter. "That tiny pot?" one of them mocked. "Surely it cannot hold anything valuable." Curious, King Kofi gently opened the clay pot. Inside, there was no gold, no diamonds, no precious jewels, only a handful of ordinary seeds. The crowd whispered in disappointment. Then the old woman smiled and said, "Gold can feed one person for a little while, but a single seed can feed generations." The king understood immediately. Instead of chasing more riches, he ordered the seeds to be planted throughout the kingdom. The people planted trees, crops, and gardens across the land. As the years passed, the barren fields became fertile. Forests returned. Rivers flowed once more. Harvests became plentiful, and hunger slowly disappeared from the kingdom. Soon, neighboring rulers traveled from distant lands to discover the secret behind King Kofi's prosperous kingdom. The king simply smiled and replied, "The richest king is not the one who stores treasure, but the one who plants the future." And from that day on, King Kofi was remembered not for the gold inside his palace, but for the forests, the harvests, and the lives that flourished because of one wise decision. Sometimes, the greatest treasure isn't what you keep, it's what you leave behind. If you enjoyed this African folktale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more timeless stories filled with wisdom.